Hi there, I'm Aussie Villain. Welcome to episode 17 of our World Tour. I hope everyone had a good weekend because it's time to get back in with Persiba. Now, since last episode, where it was a little bit disappointing, wasn't it? We drew our opening game in the Asian Confederations Cup. We then got absolutely hammered in the Super Cup, which was disappointing. We've had 2 games and 2 wins, and 2 solid wins, to be honest. We went back into Asian competition, and we put in a really strong performance. It was 3-0. It was Rendika, it was Venero, and it was Karudin that got the goals. We were the better team in this. It was a little bit like the Vietnamese game, actually, in that we were the better team. We just scored our chances a little bit better, and obviously kept the clean sheet as well. Then we played Mojokerto Putra in the league. This should have been a more comfortable win, to be honest, but we got the job done. You can see we did go behind, but Tommy Serjak and an own goal pulled it back for us. Like I say, with a better team, it should have been a little bit more comfortable than it was. This episode, we're going to get things underway with Bhayangkara. That sounds kind of dirty, isn't it? Bhayangkara. Yeah, sorry, Kara's out there. In the league, so that's a home fixture. They're third, they're right up there, they're a good team, so hopefully we'll get a result there. And then Home United, they are currently top of our Asian Confederations group. And yeah, we need to, it's away from home, we need at least a draw. Let's have a look at the team we're sending out to face the Bhayangkara teams. And this is it. It's Settajaya in goal. It's Rendika, Venero, it's Lakonu and Dambalina across the back. Septien and Redian, the ever-readies in midfield. They continue. Tornando and Caesar go wide with Tommy Serjak and Boaz. We're going to keep our young gun, Waylon, on the bench. He's had a couple of starts and hasn't really performed, so we're going to go with Boaz. And of course, for all the goals from the first month of the season, after the Home United game, we can see those in goals of the month, so that's worth sticking around for. Let's have a look here. Our assistant says to do it for the fans. I'm going to say, let's maybe go a little bit of passion. Come on, show me what you can do. Then some calm, we have faith. And yeah, I mean, we're 1 from 1 in the league, but so are they. So this is a big game. Remember, I mean, last season we were a little bit inconsistent early on in the year, weren't we? And that essentially ended up costing us the league title with drop points, conceding 2-goal leads repeatedly, which never get over that. But anyway, we want to try and start a little bit stronger here. Now, this is a team that could potentially be up there towards the end of the season, because they were last year, if you remember. They were sort of in and around that top 5 and 6. Let's see what we can do here. Dambalina's gone back for Redian, back to Dambalina. Can he go in field? Look at the space Septien's in. Not the best pass, but it has found him. Can we spread it? We can. We're going to have someone over here in space as well. It is Rendika. It is Rendika. Cuts in to Caesar. Caesar squares it to Tommy Serjak, and it's 1-0 after just 2 minutes of play. That is what we like to see. That was really, really nice goal, wasn't it? One side of the field to the other, and then Caesar picks out Tommy Serjak in the box and makes no mistake. Yeah, look at this. This is what Tommy Serjak does offer. He doesn't have... I mean, Alan Dillon was he was Brazilian, wasn't he? He was just on the ball. He could do anything while he was on the ball. But he was slow. He lacked pace. And he scored 10 goals, but he wasn't always the biggest goal threat. Tommy Serjak is almost the complete opposite. He's just got the physical attributes. He can finish. He can dribble. So that's what we want him to do. So we need to replace Dillon's goals by Serjak just being in the right spot at the right time, getting there with his energy and putting away his chances. Look at this, we're keeping the ball, moving it side to side. This is wonderful stuff to watch. Serjak again, can he play a ball in? It's Tornando, if he can square it, Boaz is square. He's gone to the back post to Caesar! Down for Boaz, and Boaz has missed it. Oh, I think Tornando just whipped that cross in low, didn't he? Low and fast, and let Boaz get the tap in. Maybe the wrong option there. That's okay. Corner comes in. We've won the header. And it's the corner! Deflecting. And I think it was Tornando's header at the back post. Deflects it past the keeper. And that is 2-0 after 6 minutes. And this is more like it, isn't it? This is what we like to see. Let's give them some praise for that. Look at that header in. Lakonu just in front of the keeper. I think his task may well be mark the keeper. And he's just ducked in front of him and deflected it past him. Dare we dream of 3 so early on in the game? Tornando. Go on, son. What's he got? If we get to a point here where we can look to protect players for the Home United game, we'll look to do that. But we do want to make sure we get these 3 points. That's a good ball for Tornando for Boaz. Oh, we do have 3 inside, only by 3 seconds, but inside 10 minutes. This is just insane. We're playing some good football as well. This isn't, I mean, one's from a corner, so fair enough. But the other 2 goals have been really, really nicely worked goals. So we can be very happy with this. Redian again at the heart of everything we do. This ball from Dambalina, look at that. That is an absolute belter. Perfectly weighted. Tornando, first time, in for Boaz. Boaz, he doesn't miss those, does he? That is beautiful stuff to watch. Okay, so we're going to get to half-time, and then I think what we might look to do is rest a couple of players here. Tornando's just coming back from an injury, so he might be one. We want to keep this clean sheet. I mean, we give away goals like this going out of style, so we don't get too carried away here. Let's see, Septian, that's a good ball, isn't it, for Boaz? Now, Boaz isn't the quickest, but he's quick enough. Can he get his second? Oh, it's a horrible shot. Boaz. You do wonder if Wayan would have got that goal, don't you? I should say, too, Wayan and other academy graduates, I'd like to name them after you guys. So if you'd like to have one of our young prospects named after you, leave me a comment. You can send me a tweet at AussieVillain on Twitter, and I'll look to rename those for you as well. If you've ever dreamed of playing professional football in Indonesia, maybe you have. Maybe you're Indonesian and that's what you want to do. I wouldn't blame you. I want to play for Australia in Australia one day, but it's not going to happen for me. Septian! Oh, good save from the keeper. Yeah, so if you'd like to be a Persiba player, we could potentially look to move you on with our next clubs when we move on from this club ourselves. So yeah, it's a little bit of fun to get yourselves in there. Who knows? Maybe one day you'll win an Asian or European Champions League with us. Let's see there, Tornando. Can he get a ball back? Oh, it's a crunching tackle. Let's go. Praise. All right, Boaz over the free kick. This was Alan Dillon territory. Oh, Boaz has not done too badly himself. It's still there for Tornando. It's cleared away. No, it's not. It's the house. Septian. That is 4 goals already. We're not even at half-time. And Bhayangkara are just being made look a little bit silly right now. Look at this. This was a really good effort from Boaz from the free kick. And then it was just a matter of scrambling at home. Very scrappy, wasn't it? The clearance sort of ricocheted around like a pinball. And then Septian was there and did not make a mistake when the chance came his way. So who do we want to rest here? I'm thinking it might be a good game. I think we want to take Tornando off because he had a fitness test before the game, so we don't want to risk him. Redian is looking the tighter of our 2 guys in midfield. We might take him off for Bhakti because Bhakti's quite good as well. That is just absolutely dominant. We can only be very happy with that. Alright guys, wait there. I'll make a couple of subs here and then we'll come back for the second half. Alright, we can see the changes there. We're going to keep one up our sleeve. It was Redian that went off along with Tornando. Going to keep one up our sleeve just in case we get an injury or something, just to make sure we're not left sort of short-handed there. But, I mean, they're not playing well. There's absolutely no signs of them coming back in this game. In terms of a last change, I'm tempted to do Wayan for Boaz. Sort of ease Wayan into professional football. He is really good, but it is easy to forget that he's 16. He's literally just come out of the academy and we're just like, here, first team football, go on. Win us the league, son. So we've got to be a little bit, just bear that in mind a little bit, perhaps. Dan Bellina's looking a little bit tired as well, as is Septian. I'm going to stick with Wayan. Just because I do want to try and ease him in. Septian will try and ease him in. Dan Bellina as well. We have other options that can play there for them, but hopefully we'll get that job done anyway against Home United. But that's what it's all about now, isn't it? That was a stunning first half to get this game won, and then we have kind of just seen out the second half a little bit, haven't we? Septian, can he get another belter? He loves them from long range. Bhakti, back to Septian. This is probably it. It is. Well, that guy, that first half performance, that pleased the manager. Only 2 shots on goal for them all game. They were never in that. Look at these match ratings. Dark greens all round. Some passionate. Well done, boys. And let's move on. So there we go. That puts us joint top with the bastards from Bali. Is it going to be a rivalry for the... I forget what the rivalry is called. But is that going to be the battle for the league title this year? Septian, he was absolutely class. So we're telling him as such. And guys, wait right there. We'll be back for Home United. It's a massive game in Asia. Alright, welcome back. And this is actually a much bigger game than I had realised it was. Because when I last managed in Asia, I think it was like the 2013 Football Manager, and the top 2 teams from the group went through. That's not the case anymore. It's the top of the group and then the next best runners up. Now, right now, we're at 4 points, which is equal in the sort of second best or the best of the runners up. So we really need to make sure if we're not winning the game, we're certainly not losing it, or else we are definitely not going to top the group. This is a team we're sending out. It is the same team that we just saw. So Setijaya, Rendika, Veninu, Lakonu, and Dembelina as the defense. Septien and Redien in midfield. Tornando and Caesar provide the width for Serjak and Boaz. We need goals and we need a clean sheet. And if we can play anything like as well as we did against Bhayangkara, then we should be fine. Going like for like in formations. Now, assistant says pick up where they left off. I don't usually like that as a team talk. Go out there and enjoy yourselves calmly, maybe, and then some passionate. I have faith. We'll see if that works, perhaps. I would rather have said, yeah, I don't know. Anyway, let's see how we go here. All right, this is absolutely massive. Absolutely massive. First goal is key, obviously. We do not want to go behind in a must-win or must-not-lose game anyway. Don't know what to make of them. Obviously, they've won their first 2 games, so they're not bad. But I feel like, we should have beaten that Vietnamese team. We won relatively comfortably last time out. So I don't really understand. I don't know where we stand against them in ability-wise. So let's see. And of course, I don't really have the ability to scout them or get data analysts in, or I don't have the ability to get data analysts in. So it is a little bit blind here. Let's see what we can do. It's Rendika with the throw into Septien. Look at that. They've got men piled into the box. We don't really have much height in there, unless one of our centre backs goes forward. Tommy Serjak out to Rendika. Can he get to the byline? Get a cross in. That looks okay. Brian sees that. Caesar! Oh! It's a penalty. It is a penalty, and it's going to be Boaz to take it. I'm not quite sure what's happened there. He must have held him back or something, because it looked like he did get a shot away, didn't he? So let's see. Boaz, this is absolutely massive, mate. Absolutely massive. Go on. Oh, hey! 1-0 up, and my pen goes flying as I punch my notepad in the air. And that would have looked hilarious, I'm sure. Slow that down, and you'll see the pen. But that's okay. It's Boaz has given us the lead, and that is huge. Keeper went the right way. Just past him, though, wasn't it? Just past him from Boaz. That's a good start. Now we just need... Oh, can we get a second? Dare we dream? Dembelina knocks it in. It's there! Oh, it's a cracking save from their goalkeeper. He's robbed. I think it was Lakonu. He's robbed him of a goal there. Absolutely this daylight robbery. What a save that was. Okay, come on. Let's show some passion. Come on, boys. A second goal. Oh, second goal. How nice that would be. Serjak in for Caesar. Caesar, that's a good ball across. It's driven. Septien's there. Septien to ready. The Indonesian Xavi and the Indonesian Iniesta connect again. And that is 2-0. And Redien this time powers home the goal. The first season we had them, or when we were at Persiba, Septien seemed to get more of the goals. But since we've been in the top flight, that's a good pass. Look at this from Septien. Picks out Redien, who makes no mistakes. Redien chips in with his fair share as well now. I wouldn't be surprised if he actually is outscoring Septien. Doesn't matter who gets the goals, though, of course, as long as we're getting them. Let's give them some praise. We're 2-0 up. That's gone okay. Third goal, and it's just absolute scenes in the away end. I'm not sure if there is an away end. I don't know how many people from Indonesia would go to Home United. I think they're Hong Kong, or Singapore. That's a good ball in! Oh, Tommy Serjak makes it 3, and for the second game this episode, we have just leapt out to a massive lead early on in the game, in the first half. And that was a good ball in. It was Dembelina with the cross. That is his great strength. His great strength when we signed him was crossing, and I just wanted someone on that right side that could put a ball in. And look at that. That is a ball, isn't it? And Serjak makes no mistakes. That's a really, really good cross from Dembelina. Yeah, that's good. That's one thing. Karudin would get forward well, really well, but he didn't have the ability to put in a quality ball. We have that now with Dembelina, and we've just seen it there. Here comes another cross. It's there for Septien. Shoot. Oh, he has shot, and he's belted one in from 30 yards. 4-0. We don't need to worry about not winning this game now. That is surely it. That was, we'll say, questionable goalkeeping. We'll need another look at it, but that is, when you're shooting from that far out, he tucked it just inside the post as well, didn't he? I mean, Dembélé has absolutely stolen an assist there, but look at this. That is, it's bounced over his hand, to be fair. It's not that bad at goalkeeping. It's bounced in and gone over his hand, whereas, he's at full stretch. There's not that much he can do about it. That's just a wonderful strike from Septien. And there is an early contender for goal of the season. Yeah, that was wonderful stuff. Can we get this away? Oh, we've let him back in. Right on the stroke of half-time. And we've just cracked the door open just ever so slightly. 4-1 though, we should be fine. Not even us can surely mess this up. I'm going to say that wasn't that badly defended. It was a really good ball in. It was well timed on their part to get everything, get there to win that ball. I don't think it was horribly defended. Obviously, when you concede from a corner, you can always do better. But I mean, it's been a relatively even game. We've just absolutely snatched our chances when they've came along, haven't we? I'm gonna say, don't get complacent. A couple of individual talks here. That Septien goal. I'm looking forward to editing just to watch that goal again. If I'm honest, that was an absolute belting finish. So let's get back out there, and we just need to see this out, which is easier said than done. But we are still 3 goals out. That's not the best pass, and we've got away with it. Yeah, we just need to see this out. Now, I'm wondering, Septien on a booking. We don't want to go down to 10 men if we can help it. Caesar, that's a good looking ball across. Septien's there. Can he get another one? On the wrong foot there, I think. But he's gone to Dembélina. Can he get one of his good crosses in? Tornado! Oh, it's 5. And this, of course, really, really helps our goal difference too. It's going to butcher Home United's goal difference. Obviously, give ours a nice little kick up the backside, considering as well we won 3-0 against our Filipino friends. Obviously drew the first game, so that didn't do any damage. So we're +7 right now. So things are looking good on that front. Boaz was getting close to not close to injury, but he was sort of in the danger zone. So we might take him off. We might take Septien off. We'll bring on our young wonder kid. We'll bring on Bhakti, and Venino's on a booking as well. I don't want to make that third sub just yet. Let's praise them, because what 2 performances we've put in this episode. Absolutely stunning. And Dembélina's he's looking tired as well. I am nervous about that booking for Venino. He's experienced though. I mean, he has a lack of pace. His pace is dropping almost by the minute right now. It's gone from a 9 when we signed him sort of this time last year, and I think he's down to a 5 or so now. You can see there just being absolutely walked past. Can we get a save? The keeper's just seen it over the bar. Yeah, so his lack of pace is what worries me a little bit with him. I think Karudin is coming back from injury. It might be a good one just to bring him in, and we might switch these guys to fullbacks as well. Just kind of played a little bit sensible in that sense, in that we don't need any more goals. We're going to win the game. If they don't score, then our goal difference just stays that much stronger again. Karudin with a throw, not a good one. Are we going to get to that? We are with Lacornu. Good take from him, but he's given it straight back to them. And a little bit of tennis going on right now. Let's look at this. Look at your man here, Lacornu. Just pass it to. He's fine. That's fine. It was a little bit more risky than we needed, but keep them moving around, right? Even though there's no one there. Oh, that's a poor pass as well. I might need to give this a demand more here in a second. Or maybe a concentrate. I haven't really found the scenario yet where concentrate works. Oh, that's another goal back from them. This is probably where we might find that it might work there. We'll give it a concentrate. It's back to 5-2. It shouldn't make a difference. They just shifted us around, didn't they? They went side to side. It's a decent ball in, and it's Karudin at the back post, isn't it? You do wonder if Dembélina may have done a little bit better there, but it doesn't really matter. I mean, it does matter because we don't want to be conceding goals. See, even now, concentrate doesn't really work. Caesar with the corner. Can we get another one? It's in. It's a good one. The corner. Oh, it's off the bar. It's off the bar. It's still there, bouncing around, and it's been clear. I was wondering if maybe there was a penalty in there for something that happened, but not to be. I'm going to give it a demand more. We have really just clocked off, haven't we? Any second now. Look at the match ratings have fallen. I mean, we have made some subs as well in there, which makes a difference. But yeah, hasn't been a great second half. We did draw a second half 1-1, so I think we drew the second half 1-1. Maybe we were about to lose it 2-1. Get that away. We have. Well done. it was that we got the job done, more than got the job done, didn't we? 5-2. Shame about conceding the goals, but ultimately we've got to be happy. We'll say we're happy, but don't get complacent, and on we go. So there we go. Quality finish was the difference, and when you look at the match stats, I think it probably was the difference, wasn't it? We took some chances, but yeah, we did do really well. If we just have a quick look at what that does to the table, puts us a point clear now. It gives us that little bit of breathing space, and if we do actually look at sort of the zone as one, you can see that that's not our zone. That is, we need to go to Asian zone or groups, and there we can see here 7 points. What we have currently, 5 points and 6 points. So it is tight, isn't it? You don't want to be coming second because you may not do enough to get through. But halfway through the group, I'd back ourselves from what we've seen to go and beat. We should be able to beat all three of those teams now, I think, because we'll have Home United at home. We beat the Filipinos relatively comfortably, and from what we saw from that Vietnamese team, and they've lost their other two games, I think we should be able to take care of them as well. So I think that win puts us in the prime seat, and we should be able to get through there. But guys, that's it for this episode. I hope you have enjoyed that. Thumbs up if you have. It helps people find the channel. Greatly appreciate it. And if you are just discovering the channel, please do subscribe. Ring the bell so you see when I upload new videos. And yeah, we could do something special this year, I think. If that's the best, our second best team in our group, we're doing okay, aren't we? And not too bad in the league either. But that's it for today. As I said, we'll be back tomorrow with more Persiba. We'll come back for the return leg against home and Sriwijaya in the league. It's tempting to do Persiba, but I don't know how good they're only going fourth. I'll stick to the end of the month. I think that just works a little bit better, easier for me to keep track of then too, where we're at. But as I said, guys, we'll see you tomorrow. I've been Aussie Villain. Thank you so much for watching. Take care, and here are our goals of the month.
Apologize.